How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to build this AMT 1971 Volkswagen Beetle. I opened this up already and didn't realize that it's been shortened, so it's not your regular typical size Volkswagen. It's been shortened, and I really don't know what to do to this or what to make out of it, but we're just gonna go ahead and start putting it together and then go from there. But I'm kind of bummed out that this was shortened. I still gonna do the best I can to make it look like a normal Volkswagen, even though it's tiny. It's a tiny body, so I'll show you guys how it looks and what we're gonna do with it. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. All right, so we have the engine complete, or at least part of it. So all the pieces are pretty much together. I think I have about 20 pieces to mix this engine together. The one thing I noticed, one half of the engine, it's bigger than the other, as if you can see right there. The mold is not, it's not the same size, which is weird. So this is what we got, and then we have the other side. So this, I'm gonna leave it chrome. Oh, and the chrome is pretty horrible on this car, or this kit. I had to shave off some of the points where you actually glue some of these parts. So I had to scrape off some of the chrome and then glue it on, and even though it was still gluing on, it wouldn't glue all the way, so I had to use crazy glue and a whole bunch of mixtures of glue. So we have that done. I still need to put the carburetors on, which are right here. If you can see my finger, they're right there. I don't even want to pick them up because I already dropped them. Then it was I had to use a flashlight and magnifying glass just to find them, at least one of them. But yeah, so this is done. This is done. So this is going to stay chrome, and this is I'm just going to spray some flat clear to tone down the chrome. So my intentions is that the car is going to be fully rusted, and someone got an engine and they're just happy with, you know, getting it out on the road. Next we're going to do the chassis. This is obviously going to be weathered. How heavy, I'm not sure. I like the fact that it's a bug, but I honestly don't like the fact that it's short, so it's really tiny. So it's throwing me off because I had so many ideas before I even opened the kit, and once I saw it, it was just kind of like, oh, what do I do now? So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm not even searching pictures online. The only thing I researched online was the engine, and I saw a few fully chromed out engines. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna chrome out the engine, and the rest is gonna be pretty weathered, and go from there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start this chassis, put it together, and go from there. Okay, so we have done a lot of progress on this car, and let me show you what I've done. So we have the chassis and the engine and everything put together. The instructions was saying, you see these little tabs here, to put these tabs on the chassis so that this body can sit on top of the chassis, but for some reason it was set pretty high up, so the gap from the tire to the fender, it was pretty high. So what I did, as you can see right here, which is glued it on to here, and that just kind of dropped the body in, kind of like a body drop type of thing. So, and that's how we were able to fix this issue. So now the wheel sits a little bit more center towards the more realistic, instead of it was sitting kind of like that. So but now I'm able to just mess around with this. So The body is almost ready to paint, and the mold lines right here for the indicator light tail lights, they were pretty vague, so I just had to glue them on. And I'm gonna paint them, and you know, it's gonna be weather, so it's not a big deal. So I noticed that there's no firewall, so I made one out of just, you know, cardboard. You know how you get these little Capital One credit card things, so this is perfect size for, or the thickness. So I was able to mess around with it. So the engine is done. I was gonna leave this section chrome, but it was just too complicated, and the parts are not really gluing the way they should be. I don't know if it's the plastic or the chrome, but I can't say it's a horrible kit, but it's just not. It's just really hard to just put it together. So the chassis is done. We're gonna do some weather on it as soon as we get a chance to primer the body, and then go from there. Another thing I'm having issues with this kit, it's the tires are too out of scale. They're too big for this car, so I was trying to put these wheels on, and this is a 124 scale bug, and this is a 124 scale wheels and tires. You see how big that looks? It just doesn't look right. So I've been trying to just mess around. I kind of found these other wheels, so it looks the part. Then I found this other set. I mean, I'm trying to lower the car so it can make it more presentable. And then I found these old school Porsche wheels. These are from the 124 scale. I think it's from the Revell. I'm not too sure, but when you put them on this car, it's the tire has too much meat. Even if I was to put them in the back, it just doesn't look right. So then I found this other set of tires. So if you put them together, you see this one it's a little taller than this one. So I was trying to put them on here. It kind of, I could kind of get away with it, but I'm not too sure. Then I was thinking, since it's going to be a rat bug, why not just get some random wheels? I kind of like how this looks, and because the back part of it is pretty much, I can, you know, drill a hole and lower it, and I kind of like how these ones look. I also have these other ones. These are pretty cool too. Just can't take that Chevy emblem out. I have some VW hubcaps. I might just glue it on top of that. These kind of look kind of cool. They will look perfect in the back if I can butterfly the rear end, but I can't really do that because this axle has to stay on it. So yeah, it's pretty it's a fun kit, but it's not something that I'm not gonna buy another one. If I was to do another bug, I would do just a regular bug from Tamiya or any other name brand. All right, we got this in primer, and it's looking good. I don't care about I missed a spot or whatever. We're gonna wait for this to dry, and then after that we're gonna do some red and then paint. Well, it's in red now, and it's drying pretty good. I really like this new primer that I've been using. Never really used this before, but so this is what I'm using, and I just spray the gray, and I spray the gray, and then now I just spray the red, and it's drying pretty quick, and I like it. And I think I'm gonna start using this. It might be a little expensive. I think it's like $12-13 for the can, but I like it. I mean, and you don't have to do pretty thick coats of primer. So all right, we're just gonna wait for that paint to dry, and we'll do some color. Okay, we have this white. I wasn't really digging any other color, but I think white should be okay. And again, I wasn't trying to go heavy coats, but I think I kind of did on this one. But if you can tell right there on the top, that will be my starting point. So I'm just gonna wait for that to dry, and then once that dries, I'll start doing the rusting effect. And if you guys want to know just use this Rust-Oleum white. It's a semi-gloss, but it's not gonna be semi-gloss. That's gonna be rusted. All right. Well, we got the body painted and dried, and we started painting some of these little areas here. You see right here, and we started sanding it. I was using a 320 grit, so just sand it, not too rough, just a few areas here and there. And so again, I painted this black, the tail lights black, because again, we're restoring it, so it's a project car. And here's the other side. So, and I went ahead and I painted this just so that I can go with the chassis, and everything's gonna be painted a clear coated, semi or flat, I'm not sure yet. And here's the engine. Haven't done nothing to the engine. I've been focusing more on getting this prepped and painted. And now that this is ready, we're gonna start adding some rust area. So we're probably gonna rust all this section here. We'll see how far we can go, and then a couple of rust spots here and there. I don't think I could rust this section here. I might just sand it and, you know, give it a little bit of patina. I was thinking about rusting maybe the bottom of this and some of these areas here and here, and definitely this section here. And I think that will be it for now. Once I'm done with that and I see how it dries and it looks with the rest of the body, then I can just go from there. But the chassis, this definitely will be weather. Well, I'm thinking about just go really heavy on it, and I might just go heavy and then kind of see how that looks. And if I don't like it, then I'll just brush it off and start all over. In here, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do. Maybe I might just rust it out a little bit, not too much. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we're just gonna continue and putting this thing together, and hopefully we get it done pretty soon. All right, here we go. All right, we're getting close to the end, and I'm going to show you what we have done and the little things and struggles that I went through. Again, let me just show you guys. So this is pretty much, I'll say pretty much done. I have the seats back here, and then I'm gonna put the cage. It's got a little cage. It's not a full cage, but I'm gonna try to put it on and see how that looks and go from there. And here's the bottom part of it. So it's a little weathered, so not super rusty. We finished putting the shocks. So I wanted to paint them, but I was like, you know what, I'll just leave it like that, just for, you know, shits and giggles, I guess. We finished painting the rest of the exhaust, painted the distributor and stuff, and the pin, I was able to find another pin that was short, and it covers, just barely sticks out here. So I'm gonna sand that down, just so that I can have enough room for me to put the wheels, and then kind of do the you know how when you lower the rear suspension of these bugs, it kind of tilts like that. So I'm gonna try to figure that out, how to glue this onto here without any backspace. So okay, so that's that. Here's the body. It's looking pretty good. It actually looks good. It looks better. I'm starting to like it, but it's just this section that throws me off, because if you see it, it's like, what happened to the rest of the body? But here we go. So this is pretty much what we've done. It's got the headlights. These little turn signals, to me, they're a little bit too small. if you know these bugs, these lights are a little bit bigger, but all right, it is what it is. So and that's it. Nothing on the inside. It's just gonna stay like that. One thing I noticed is just the glass. It's one whole piece, so I carved it out because I wanted to have the windows open and just to show the detail. But after I carved it out and started carving out, I realized, oh man, this is gonna be a lot of work. Just try to be careful not to break it. So it's a good thing that it comes with the second one, but I think I should have started on this one and leave the clear one, but it is what it is. We're just gonna leave it like that. Another thing, I don't think I'm going to add to this car, it's the rear hood. The instruction says it has to go like this, and I didn't think it was right, so I'm trying to close it, but you can't close it because part of the pulleys are just sticking out, so you can't close it. And then also, so I saw some of these guys that they do the opposite. They close it this way and then they open it up here, just, you know, for air purposes. But I was like, you know what, no, just gonna leave it off like that. And I also noticed that they'll put their license plate up here, so I'm gonna find a way to make a bracket here so that I can put my license plate here. And another thing, it didn't have any instructions for the dash. So here's the dash that comes with the car, so I'm gonna put it on. And one thing is, when I was mocking this up, the steering wheel locator here doesn't match with the steering column. It's a little off, so I'm like, what the heck? So it's very poor engineered, I guess. If you guys want to add this to this, is just so you know, there's a little issues there. Again, I still believe that they should have just done an actual doom buggy on this chassis, not just a bug. But it is what it is. We're already here, so we're almost done. Wheels, I'm still trying to figure out which wheel it's gonna fit the best for the car, since we're almost done with this project. So this looks really nice, and we also have these right here. They also look pretty nice. So yeah, that's where we're at. So all right, let's just continue putting this, you know, together. If the weather permits, I might just do a little bit of clear coat today, and maybe be done in a few minutes, or the next day, I guess. But all right, guys, let's just continue on. Final stretch. We are almost done. We got the seats and the battery, as you can see right there. Get this pointer. Battery is right here. I went ahead and I glued some Mars magazines. It's pretty much done. This is ready to go. Here's the body. I was able to put the dash and the window or glass, and all we have to do now is just put the two together, the firewall, and then the wheels. If you guys remember, the wheels had this Chevy logo. I was able to take the center caps off. I was gonna use these, but because I was able to use the center caps, I'm able to put some V-dubs hood caps on. So that just really makes the car look more realistic. Now I have to figure out how to lower it and make sure that it looks the part, even though it's still short. So all right, final stretch, here we go. Okay, we're done. So I'm gonna show you guys what we did and how it looks. So this is how it looks. The wheels look perfect. I wish this, I'm still kind of bothered or bummed out about this section. If I would have a actual normal bug, it would have looked something like this. It would have looked a lot better if I was to have a little bit more space right here, but it is what it is. So that's that. You guys know the inside. That's how the front looks. Put my license plate. The other side, the rear end. Trying to put these little tail lights. Oh man, that was pretty hard, but we got them done. There's my license plate, and there's the firewall. And I was trying to weather a little bit, just doing a couple of scratches. If you guys can see, there's the Mars magazines back there, and the underneath looks good. I like it. I just wish it would have, that section just kind of throws me off, but yeah, this is pretty fun. Actually, it was fun. Now that I'm looking at it, it's like, it's fun. My wife says, oh, that's a cute bug. There's nothing cute about it, but okay. So yeah, it's done. We're gonna put this in the shelf, you know, put it in a safe spot. Well, another thing, this section here was kind of off, so if you guys can see, the wheels are a little off. I think the mold was warped or something here. It just wasn't aligned right. But if you see it this way, it looks good. If you see it the other way, it looks okay. Maybe a little too forward, I'm not too sure, but to me it looks good. But once you see it under, it's a little off, and once you put it down, this wheel, it's a little higher. If you see here, the white wall is hitting the fender, and the white wall here, it's a little higher. But you can see right here that it's just a little loose. I kind of want to just heat with this section and just drop it a little bit, but I just don't want to mess with it. But I might just take this wheel off and bring it back down a little bit, but for the most part, it's done. We're just gonna leave it like that. I don't want to mess with it too much because it's very fragile, even though it's I don't know. Yeah, so we're done. All right, thanks for stopping by and watching this build. I'm gonna leave out another video somewhere here if you guys want to continue watching. If you like what you see, I'll see you guys on the next one. Happy modeling.